What's going on, good people? It is Thursday, January 19th, 2023. I am 32 years old and I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've been on different social media platforms since my high school years. I wanted to say what's going on to all my subscribers, family, friends, people from outside the U.S., within the U.S., those who still sticking with me with this YouTube stuff. This is my first motivational video, just kind of checking in with you guys and gals, whoever. This 2023, disregard the angle of the video. I'm using a smaller tripod with one of my phones from about 5 years ago. Still reliable, you know, I keep my Android phones and whatnot. And I have one iPhone. My friend Chris, he moved to Texas. He gave me that phone. I just put it away. Got to get another iPhone. It's been some years since I've had an actual iPhone. But that was like iPhone 5. Damn near 10 years ago. I just wanted to talk a bit about how things are in my life. Also, just some motivation for those who need to hear it. Because that's one thing about me. Despite all the good as well as the bad that I've gone through in my life, I feel that I can still share a lot with the world to help bring a sense of peace, a sense of positivity to the world. So for me, it's always going to be the same. You know, I'm always going to talk about the Yankees. I'm always going to talk about the Lakers. I'm always going to talk about my love for Lois. We've been together almost 12 years. 12 years. This August, not trying to rush it, makes 2 years that we've been married and 12 years that we've been together. Like, nobody's more loyal than I am when it comes to relationships with family, relationships with friends. I've been writing Christmas cards for family and friends for over 10 years, and I send them all over the U.S. to all my family and friends that I can think of if I have their address, their information. And I may not get a single card, but maybe 4 cards from my cousin, great cousin, South Carolina, and that's okay, right? I do it from the bottom of my heart anyway. It's a thought that counts. But this video is not just me boasting. It's more about me just having a sense of peace, a sense of awareness that I really do love, and I love hard. I love my family. I love my friends dearly, making sure they're okay and whatnot. So the little guy might run in here. But I want to record this for about 20 minutes, as long as my brain can just take me with this video. This isn't my primary phone. That phone's almost 3 years old as well. But the phone bill kind of went down, so I don't want to get a new phone right now because I'm going to have to pay that phone off for the next 2 years as soon as I get it, because I'm with Xfinity Mobile. So every phone I've had since 2016, I still have. As far as my T-Mobile phone, I still have that one. That's almost 7 years old. I got this phone. I think it's a Note. Then the other phone's a Note. So it's all good. Currently, I haven't been in school since 2021. I didn't pursue my bachelor's degree. I finished at MJC in 2019, but I continued to take another class or 2 after that. I've been working on and off since 2017 at my college out here in my part of California. But I worked there for about 2 years, and then I ended up getting my associate's degree in human services. One of my proudest moments in my life, other than graduating in 2009, because Kobe got his 4th championship. God rest Michael Jackson's soul. He passed away the very same week at my graduation ceremony at Wagner College in Staten Island, because I was going to Port Richmond High School, which is a reasonable high school. It's one of the better high schools on the Barrow in that part of New York City. You know, Curtis is kind of like, man, Tottenville's prestigious, but they kind of racist in that part of town. That's just my personal opinion. I've been to Tottenville. I've been to that neighborhood. Been to Travis. These are neighborhoods for people of my skin complexion are not really welcomed. Keeping it buck. I've lived all over Staten Island. I lived in Mariners Harbor. I lived in Stapleton. I lived in West New Brighton. I've been to Park Hill, where Method Man and Redman and Wu-Tang Clan kind of originated a little bit. So, you know, there, Busta Rhymes is even from Staten Island. One time he came to the Staten Island Mall when I was in junior high, or no, I was in high school, and one of my old high school friends from the same school told me, oh, Method Man's at the mall, and Busta Rhymes and all that. I'm like, what? You know, just a little small story in there. But I grew up all over New York City, born and raised, 1990, of course, to 2013 when I finally moved out of the state for good. Even I went back in 2016, 2018. It's been almost 5 years. Come June, it's just life happens. You know, I'm married, I have a bigger family, extended family and whatnot, responsibilities. New York's not really, it doesn't really hit me like it used to. I miss it, but I don't miss it but so much that I'm in a rush to go back. Obviously, I miss the food, I miss the culture, I miss the lifestyle, but I'm okay without it. You get what I'm saying? You know, I miss my family and friends, but if they could visit me, that would be nice too. And we'll see what happens this summer, you know, in God's will. But I won't put so much faith into it until they actually follow through. And they know who they are. They see this, but, you know, life happens. I get it. But, you know, when you truly care about somebody, you make the effort to see them, right? And I've always made the effort for everybody else, but they don't always make the effort for me. So it's, you know, I have to just continue doing what I'm doing to progress my life. And that just means working at Walmart. I did quit from Walmart in 2021 after I got COVID the first time. Got COVID a second time last year because me and my wife are freaky. She got COVID from a customer who just was, I don't know. It happens. Like, people don't understand that COVID is not some fake propaganda. Like, people legitimately, I have family members that legitimately died because of COVID, or at least complications of COVID that heightened whatever sicknesses they had. I had COVID twice and I knew I had it as soon as I felt respiratory, like, weirdness. There was like some weirdness going on with my sense of taste, a sense of smell, and everything. And that's what people don't understand. Like, you can read and research the wrong information as well as the right information. But when you actually, somebody like me who actually experienced these things twice, you know, I mean, this isn't a joking matter. I still wear my mask, not on some like germaphobe stuff, but people cough all the time and they don't even cover their mouth. It's not even just COVID. It's like influenza. It's a flu. There's so many different things going around. And you have to understand, like, everybody has a different lifestyle. I get that. I respect it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to mask up and protect me and mine. You know what I'm saying? I have young family members in this household that I live in, you know? It's bigger than just me. You get what I'm saying? That's the real. Just me talking from my heart. But, yeah, man, I've been in California. I've been in this part of California almost 10 years because November 2023 makes 10 years. So my 9-year anniversary just passed a couple of months ago. Since we're in January now of a new year, a lot of my different things, college graduation 2019, basketball record, D-Fitch ball record on Instagram. I got over almost 900 posts because I have legitimately 24,000 Instagram posts. You know, I have 400,000 Facebook photos and videos. I have 554,000 tweets. I can't help it. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to share. I work hard. I love my wife. I do right by my family. I'm very loyal to everything that I do, everything I stand for. I've been through a lot. I can do whatever I want. You can't tell me how to run my own life. Only God can. Simple as that. I choose to tell you what I choose to tell you. Might be a bit personal, but the day somebody comes to my front door that's an enemy, they will be dealt with accordingly. I promise you. That's not the point. The point is, I'm just speaking from my heart. I'm speaking my peace. People are like, oh, how come you Facebook? How come you tweet? How come you do this? People are not necessarily telling me, but if they were to tell me, I'm going to tell them, mind your own fucking business. Sorry, this might have to put this video not for kids. But that's just me keeping it 100 with you, because everybody's so worried about the next man or the next woman. Worry about your own priorities. It's good to help people and be selfless, right? Not selfish. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what you do to contribute to the world, right? I'm not saying you got to give every living penny you have to help others in the world. I'm saying help a homeless person here. Do right by an organization. Donate a few dollars to charity. Give that extra tip to a food worker. Do the little things that make a difference in the world that helps keep the world running, right? My wife and I, we gave a guy a burrito or taco from Taco Bell because we like to do the Taco Bell run sometimes. We come home late from Walmart, right? We work together. And we gave a homeless guy a drink, sauce, napkins, a taco, right? But it was the gesture. He appreciated it, you know, walked away. We met up with him at the drive-thru thing, gave him the burrito, bought it with a bunch of stuff that I got, she got. So it's the little things like that that make a difference. That guy's life could have been changed, even if it was such a small gesture. We appreciated just doing that for him. I appreciate my wife, doing that because she purchased the food that night. It was like a couple nights ago, 3-4 days ago, even. You have to understand that life is so precious. You only get one life, right? You live it how you choose, but just understand there are precautions with how you do everything. And that is what it is. Hey, baby, what's up, man? I brought a video. Say hello. I'm making a YouTube video. 1 second. Hold on, let me pull your pants. Let me pull this thing so you can be able to walk. Okay. Whoop. Beep, beep, beep. My boy. Oh, I do video. Say hello. When it comes to life, you have to understand the good and the bad, right? Know that there's always going to be it's auntie's. We'll give this to auntie later. Let me just put it up here. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's my little tripod, babe. Spider-Man. Life is what you make it. At the end of the day, you have to understand that it's not always going to go right. You have to be positive and understand that life is exactly what you make of it. There's always going to be somebody that's going to hate on you or try to do wrong by you. You have to overcome that and be the best version of yourself. For me, going back to Walmart was not easy, but times are hard. Do what you have to do. I'm working 2 jobs, not in school, because I choose to work instead and do right by me and mine. That's all that matters, is that you personally understand that whatever path you choose in your life, it's okay. You don't have to be like the next one. You don't have to be like a Denzel Washington. If you can, it's a blessing, right? But you have to understand. Like that? Exactly, buddy. You have to understand that everybody's life, everybody's path is different until the day that they leave this God-forgiven earth, right? For me, I just choose to enjoy life. This is one of my 3 days off, and then I work Saturday, but it's only 6 to 10. It's my other job. It's my basketball job. I wear the little referee outfit for the Police Athletics League for PAL here in my city in California. Doing that almost, my God, next month makes a full year outside of the 1 month we had off for a school break, because I worked 2 separate school years within the 1 year span. I got hired February 18, 2022. But I was part of the basketball thing they were doing, just playing ball, visiting in 2021, a little less than 2 years ago. So I do that. I just made my 3-year anniversary, just passed with Walmart. And my second stint with the same store, new location in the same city. They moved to a supercenter. It's a bigger store within the same city, and it's the same store number, with a variety of people who worked at the other store I worked at almost 2 years, from 2019 to 2021. So now from 2022 to the present in 2023, I'm currently in my 3-month anniversary in my second stint with Walmart. And I'm doing that, plus I'm working at the referee thing every Saturday for the last 11 months as well. So I do both. Both is retail and community service, but they both pay me. So that's a blessing to have the opportunity to do 2 jobs. The last time I worked 2 jobs was in 2013. I worked for the YMCA in Harlem on 135th Street. I worked for the Harlem Village Academy East over, I think, 124th Street near Lenox Avenue. Rice High School's right there. I think Kimber Walker went there. My dad's church he went to for like 25 years is actually over there as well. That's Mount Olivet Baptist Church. It's like a 138-year-old church from Harlem, from way in the 1800s, damn near. Excuse my French, not to mean it like that. But let me close the door. The little guy will run back in. I won't lock it, but let me just close it. Let me just... Baby. Well, we spitting. always spitting his food out. Oh, Viper. I think I'm a vacuum. Yeah, I gotta vacuum this. I still got a second load of laundry, so I'll try to talk another 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes plus in. But the video's perfect just as it is. This is kind of like a different video. Not different, it's like the other ones, but I don't do these but only once every 7, 8 months. Did one maybe 5, 6 months ago when I was in the backyard. I still had some hair. I'm still 31. Now I'm 32. So it's a blessing, really is. I've come such a long way. My mom, she didn't have it easy, you know. I speak to my grandma and I can still kind of sense the animosity between her and my mother. My mom, she's just happy to still be alive, to still cherish her blessings. I'm getting a new vibe from my mother. I don't know what she's up to because I'm not physically with her, but I reunited a broken relationship after almost 8 years since I left her in my apartment back in 2013. My mother used to live with me when I got my own place because of drugs and alcohol. She kind of ruined that, and that kind of pushed me away, but I was going to leave New York eventually anyway. Just wish I didn't leave. I wish I didn't leave as soon as I did in 2013. I was trying to push for like 2014, 15, a little bit further in the future at that time, years ago, because I was trying to finish school. Because I didn't finish at LaGuardia Community College, the college I went to out there in Long Island City, New York, which is in the borough of Queens, New York City, I ended up going to school out here years later. I didn't go right away. I took 2, 3 years off, didn't do anything. My girlfriend at the time, now my wife, she understood that and she didn't pressure me to immediately get back and everything because I was getting these crazy migraine headaches that would last 7, 8 hours throughout the whole day. She would have to put ice on my forehead. I would lay in the bed right here. Well, we had a different bed back then, it was smaller. We upgraded over the years, so thanks be to God for the blessing to be able to replace things. Replace TVs, we replaced wash machines and dryers, we replaced beds, threw it all away. So we've definitely come a long way in this house. I've been here almost 10 years. She's been here with the family a long time as well, some years more. So life is definitely beautiful for me right now. I don't take that for granted. I am very humbled by the blessings I've been given to by God. Truly, bottom of my heart. You know, I'm grateful for everything that I have to this very day. Now that I'm 32 years old with an extended family and happily married, I do not take these blessings that I get for granted. You know, you have people, they don't understand how blessed they truly are until they start seeing those blessings come. You have to pray. You have to really understand that when it comes to this life stuff, nobody has a script for it. You go with the flow and you do whatever you do, but just understand there's going to be consequences to the many actions that you choose in your life. And I understood that. There was things I did I was not proud of, you know, but I did them in order to survive. Never killed anybody. I've never been in jail, you know. I've had tickets. I've done illegal stuff, but nothing beyond the lines of, you know, oh, he's evil or all that stuff. You do what you have to do to survive, but I understand I'm not perfect. Nobody in this God-given world is perfect, even if we think we are, you know. That's just the reality of life. That's what represents life. And I've been through so much when it came to the whole foster care situation and the homelessness and everything that I had to overcome to survive. I knew that. I understood that it was a matter of grinding hard, working to really make things happen. So I understood what was important, what truly mattered in the world we live in today. And as well as back then, all those years ago, I grew up in the 90s, I grew up in the 2000s, I grew up in the 2010s, I'm now in the 2020s. This is the third year of the 2020s. This is my fourth decade, even though I'm 3 decades plus 2 years in. Because I grew up in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now 2020s. It's the fourth decade. So, mind blown. But, you know, that's life, right? We don't always appreciate the little things. And that's what I'm trying to teach people on Twitter. That's what I'm trying to teach people at work. That's what I'm trying to teach people in my household, my family, my wife, that it's bigger than us. You know, something may not go right today. Doesn't mean it could, you know what I mean? It could actually go right the next day. It could. Every day is a completely different journey, a completely different movie, a completely different scenario, a completely different moment that we have to understand when it comes down to what represents life. We have to understand that there's more to it. You can't really push yourself 15 years from now. You might be dead in 3 days. You might be dead in 3 hours. You might be dead in 3 weeks. You might be dead in 10 years before you hit that mark. Challenge yourself day by day by being grateful you woke up in the morning. Continue to work hard. That's never not the factor, but go day by day. You have to really prepare yourself, because people that like to plan 10 years ahead, you don't know if you even going to be alive in 10 years. You don't even know if the world's going to be alive in 10 years. My dad, he's so spiritually gifted. He teaches me so much about the Bible, but both him and we've both been going to church for over 30 years. I've been going to church since I was 3-4 years old in Harlem and Washington Heights in New York City. I went to Pentecostal church. I went to non-denominational church. I went to a Catholic church just to see what they were even like. And I don't trust the Catholic faith. But you know, that's their faith. It ain't mine. That's life. Right? Yep, come in. Oh. Give me a sec. You got yours. Good little. Un momento. Just being a family man. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Man, I be getting like 6-7 views on these videos. I got like 3 other accounts. But I don't mind, man. I don't even think I'm going to be able to work for YouTube anymore. I'm so behind on the watch hours. But I'm so committed to watching my own videos with my other accounts. Just so I don't post, but so much each day. I have so much I can post, whether it's reposting TikTok videos or IG Reels, some cool food item that I come across at Walmart because I work there. I'm always buying some. I bought a freaking cinnamon Fruity Pebble chocolate bar and a bold and tangy barbecue flavored Doritos. New flavor. They probably had something like that 15, 20 years ago when I was younger, but I'm from New York. You know, I grew up eating all the coolest 90s dope Lunchables, candies, snacks, all that good stuff. But for me, I'm a man of culture. Whether it's sports, movies, TV shows. I don't really care about reality shows like I used to. Like I grew up watching Flavor of Love when I wasn't supposed to watch stuff like that back then. I grew up watching, Jersey Shore. I was at least in junior high school when that show, the very first season came out. the situation and all those folks, although them right now, Stookie must still be barely 5 feet tall, keeping it a buck. But back to what I was saying, 2023 I feel is it's gonna be a blessed year for me. Every year, every day I wake up is a blessing. I tweet every morning after I wake up, thanks be to God for another day of life. I just say it so people can see there's just more to life than just work, family. The fact that you're able to breathe, to be able to actually move your body. There's people that can't even speak. There's people that can't even breathe on their own. There's people that don't even have hands to make gestures. Like, these are the little blessings that MFs, people in general, don't understand that they have. I promise you. Let me real quick go get one last thing. There's times where I wear my wedding ring to sleep and times that I don't. But no matter what, even if it's a couple hours after I wake up, like now, because it's almost 3 now, my time, I always make sure I wear my wedding, sorry, not the city in California, wedding ring each and every day. It's bigger than me and Lois. It's loyalty. It's everything we've been through. It's the foundation of what represents us. Her and I, of course. Everybody's wedding. People like to do all the weird shit. Polygamy and all that. That's your business. We ain't doing all that. We keep our love making and relationship to ourselves within the privacy of our home. But we make it known that we are a team. Lois is the most loyal companion I've ever had. I've been with a few girls growing up. Nothing crazy. One of my exes passed away. We lived in the same household. Lost my virginity to her when I was young. God rest her soul. She had drug issues and things like that. Found out she died a couple years ago. Do I hurt? Hell yeah. It's sad. I've lost a lot of good friends. I've lost her. I lost family. You have to move on, right? I'm not going to be sitting here breaking tears. Do I hurt for a lot of the people that I lost? Family, friends? I've lost a lot of people over a span of 25 years. I've lost family. I've lost friends. People I knew from school mysteriously died, and their family members on their Facebook saying, oh yeah, he's gone. This ain't even his page no more. And I'm like, yo, you're lying. It's like life. This is the stuff I'm trying to tell people, but they don't listen. They don't really sit and watch these videos. I could talk. That's not a problem, but it's just a matter of you understanding the words that's actually coming out of my mouth. And are you taking the information for something valuable for your own life? I'm not just sitting here just to speak. I'm trying to give you wisdom and gems about the life that you live in on your own. I ain't trying to compare your life to mine. I'm just trying to tell you how my life is and how it reflects to the things I'm trying to teach you. The stuff that I'm saying, it involves everybody. The world, God, nature, human emotion, human decency, foster care, violence, politics. Everything revolves into one individual sphere. It's just a matter of everybody's life is different and how they go about things that relates to that individual sphere, right? And that sphere is life. But people don't really listen the way they could, the way they should. That's just the problem with us as human beings. Animals, it's like, my dog is probably the most compassionate being on this planet. He farts and stuff, but I love him to death. It's one thing my father was telling me. Animals are way more compassionate than humans, and it's the truth. You see how many people murder, kill, and do all this wicked stuff in the world? It's the truth, right? We don't understand how blessed we are until we experience. No, let me reword that. You don't really understand how blessed you are until you see somebody going through something even worse than you. That's what it comes down to. But I'm going to conclude this video. I'm working at Walmart, working at PAL. I'm doing what I got to do. I love y'all. From the bottom of my heart, those who watch this video, I appreciate every single person at least tuning in. It's bigger than just me. It's just like I'm in a great place right now in life. Even this young guy, he gave me a $10 tip just for spending 20 minutes with him to help him stick this 65-inch Roku Philips TV in the car. I did the carry out and I was with him at the register. He did his transaction. Problem was his little sedan was not going to fit that 65-inch TV. So he had to return the TV. My wife, who's one of the managers, did the transaction. I put the TV back when we first got it 45 minutes prior, 45 minutes later. He'd probably get the TV today, but I'm off, so I'm not at the store today. My wife left earlier, maybe like an hour plus ago now. So, you know, he said, I'm going to live a long time. That really stuck with me. I'm like, whoa. He says I have a young energy about me. I'm like, man, I'm 32 years old, which is still young, but I've been through a lot, right? Some people who know me say I still look 18, but you know, I have scars. I pick whatever. I hit my head on the damn hanger thing. Yeah, 2 days ago, fucking lift my head up and bam, metal part hit me like right here. So I probably got like a little dent, scratch or so here, unloading trucks 3 years ago, bleeding, leaking. I thought I was sweating. It was blood. Just because I've been to get my Gatorade, ended up popping myself right across. I had oil in my eye working White Castle 10 years ago. Like, I've been through some stuff. I've been through a lot. But at the end of the day, you do what you got to do to survive. Right? I get that. I told one of the managers yesterday, I do everything for you. I was frustrated with everything going on yesterday at work because I was unloading milk. Just like, it's stuff that I can do. It's just annoying because nobody else is stepping up to the plate, or they got to hire somebody in that part of the store because people moving around in different departments. Walmart BS. If you work for Walmart, you already know what I'm talking about. Just the whole politics of being a Walmart worker. That's all it is. It's just annoying to me because I work so hard. I have overachieved every single time they needed me to do something, whether it was from my 2019 to 2021 stretch or my 3 months in my 2022 to my current 2023 stretch at Walmart, my second time with the company. I always go above and beyond everybody else, and I do not play no games when it comes to work. Every job I've worked at since my first job at 10 years old in 2001, worked for the Harlem Children's Home, nonprofit organization that helps communities all over New York City, especially Manhattan, specifically. Jeffrey Canada, you Google Jeffrey Canada, he had a documentary called Waiting for Superman. And the movie was about how the U.S. is one of the weaker countries educationally compared to the other countries, the Chinas, the Indias. The movie came out like 2010. I saw it in theaters 13 years ago when I was younger because I went to the movies a lot growing up. I paid whatever money. I was watching good movies, bad movies, documentaries. If it was in theaters, it was something interesting, I went and seen it. Not because somebody told me to. Just fascinated like that. You know, you live in New York City, you could do anything. And damn near New York City. So I was always going to movies, always playing basketball. Right? I played basketball almost 28 years. But I'm going to end the video for real this time. I just had some extra thoughts related to work and things like that. But I am who I am. You guys, you girls, whoever's watching this video, please do not give up on yourself. Continue to work hard. Just know that the world is a crazy place. There's a lot of craziness and evil in the world. You have to be that one sense of light, that one sense of positivity in the world in order to succeed. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to help people. I promise. I give you, who's watching this video, my word. I give God, who's watching this video from wherever, my word that I will not stop helping people because not everybody needs to be helped. So that's pretty much it. This is King Fitch, F-I-T-C-H. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you all. One.